Oh, God. Yeah. There's no getting around that. That's an ugly joint, okay? Is a fifth turtle ever needed? When IDW came out with Jennika as the fifth turtle, of course the fan base went a little nuts, as they always do, not to mention it's a girl turtle. So we have here the Loyal Subjects Best Action line with their Jennika figure, the first Jennika figure to come out. Let's check it out and see what all the hullabaloo was about. It was hard to tell from the early shots just how this figure would look like, but honestly, that head sculpt, that's a great head sculpt all around. I think this figure looks awesome. The cape, I don't know how I feel about the cape. I don't need it to be cloth goods, but it doesn't... They did try to like sculpt it a little bit so it can fit over the shell, but not quite enough. So it's pretty good. She is a chunkier, thicker turtle, which is great because, as we're going to check out here, when they're chunkier and thicker, ooh, that is very smooth. So there is like a butterfly joint there, and that's pretty good. But when it's chunkier and thicker, it really helps this joint, because when you're trying to move it, all that force goes into there. So that's pretty good. The bicep cut there. Here's the elbow joint, which, you know, yeah, that's an extreme joint, as people are always saying, but it's really not crazy. Plenty of Marvel Legends and NECA figures operate this way, so it's a matter of how much they massage that gap. I don't mind too much. Ooh, that's okay. I was not expecting that. That goes on fine. Do you see here? There's like a... You can't really do anything with it, but there is a cut there for some like possible twist action. She has the belt around, so you're not getting no crunch, but there is bend. There's bend. The legs. This figure, honestly, it's feeling very smooth. It's interesting to have like a turtle leg from the Loyal Subjects in clothes like this. So that works really good. Obviously, you can't kick back. She's got that big old turtle shell, and you can see. Do you see here? Oh, okay. Wait. What have I done? Cracked into a new dimension. So I might have just... Well, I guess that's meant to come out. I don't know. Okay, well, you know. Now we can see how it's working. So there's I guess that's like a diaphragm ball peg. Is that meant to... I don't know. What is going on with this? Okay, so there is... Ooh, there's waist swivel there. And then... Yeah, well... So you have some twist there, but it's limited. How did this... I guess that's fine. So there's the thigh cut. When folks talk about like I guess that still looks fine, but yeah, that breaks up the sculpt. Something fierce. And then we do have... Oh, God. Yeah. There's no getting around that. That's an ugly joint, okay? Like, I don't personally mind. Oh, God. I did not... Am I clicking that in again? I guess there is a tiny bit of ab crunch. But yeah, back to the... Focus, Cody, focus. Get that ADHD in check. That's an ugly joint. Like, it is what it is. It's not... I mean, I guess you can kind of control it. But that's all you're getting on the leg there. And then... Oof. Oof. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So keep it like that. Just keep it like that. That's all you need. She could cut someone with her knee. Her knees are lethal weapons. And then standard... Interestingly, so the original turtles from the IDW Best Action line, they have like the big thick ankles. And so she doesn't have big thick ankles. So you get a little more range there. So, you know, they thought about it. They didn't make them as tree trunky. I guess she does. I was wondering, I'm so dumb. I was wondering, like, what does she have to hold with her hands? But she has the sword here. And so that's where So she has like the reachy hand. This is the grippy hand. Like so. Oof, God. That hand is just tight as fuck. So normal folks, you're gonna heat it up or whatever, but I don't heat shit up. I'm doing exactly as the manufacturer sent it. So this is how they intended it. They're giving you no option but to wedge that shit right in there. And that is gonna, oh God. I've heard people talk about like breaking Leo's swords and shit. We're just gonna wedge you right the hell in there. Yeah, that's probably. We're almost there. We're almost there. We are wedged. Ta-da! This plastic, not as soft as some of the other stuff, but that's pretty dope. I like it. Let's put the bandana in. Are both bandanas the same? Slightly different, but not a ton. Not enough to make it worth carrying. Bigger peg than the other turtles usually had. Ooh, that fits in there quite nice. So this Jennika is looking good. The other head, I'm actually very satisfied with how that actually pegs into the hole. The other turtles, it's actually quite loose. I don't like this head sculpt. What a thing going on with the teeth there, like over bitey. I don't know. I don't know. It's creepy. Let's try out the slash effect. How does that work? Put it on the tips there. That's pretty cool. You know, you love a good slash effect. You know, like this is like she's doing like an uppercut. I don't know how an uppercut, like a dragon punch thing there. The detail's really great. I would prefer, you know, a bit of a wash on this. I'm not gonna put my own wash on it. I don't get into that kind of thing. I can't remember their SDC exclusive, what their SDC exclusive Battle Ready Jennika is. I assume it does have the wash. It's been a bit. Should we? That peg is weirding me out. But let's do this head on there. Oh, it's just, you know, I watched one of their promo videos for their Foot Elite, and I saw in the video you can see them switching heads, and it's like, it's a struggle too. So what I usually do, oh God, it's such a big peg. Like, what are you doing? And the different plastic coloring is a very odd choice, but usually you want to push and you like twist on. Oh my God. Oh, that's on there like the wrath of God. So I mean, I guess to their credit, the head goes on so deeply you can't see like the gray. Yeah, see, it's a creepy head. I don't like it. Each their own. Some folks will be into it. Not me. Not me, though. Let's do a size comparison. She is standing at her full height. Taller than Leo. Human Jennika. Which technically it's not, but you know. So she does shrink down a tad bit as a turtle. And obviously bulks up, but not bad. Generally, the scale on this line, I think they did the scale good. This Foot Assassin is very skinny beanpole. And then Shredder, generally taller than all of them. So it scales pretty well. I wouldn't mind if the turtles were a little shorter or the humans were a little taller, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. Generally a pretty good scale. Far better than their Toon line was scaled all sorts of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. This Jennika, all in all, pretty dope. Should I get crazy again, do another head swap? Oh, Christ. They gotta do something with these heads. Whew. Usually the head it comes with goes on easier, because it's already like been jammed out. Dual slashing. Here's what I'm talking about with like the bandana. Like, look at Mikey's crappy little mini plug. And it goes in there, but these fall out like the drop of a hat. It's cool that on the Jennika one, it's a much beefier, thicker plug that just feels a lot better. And look at that, folks. The 5 Turtles Shredder. We don't have a Splinter yet, but that's cool. That's a cool set. Where else in your life have you gotten a 5 Turtle team? Not very often. Hopefully we get a Venus. I mean, I know they have one coming. And we'll get a 6 Turtle team. That's where the IDW continuity, super rad. I don't know how y'all feel about 5th or 6th Turtles. A lot of people are like, oh no, we only need the 4, only need the brothers, nothing else. I think it's cool to get wild, do extra Turtles. Of course, Slash in many iterations, especially IDW's basically on the team. So give me all the Turtles. And in IDW also have Lita as well. At the end of the 150 run, spoilers, one of the future Donatellos made 3 other new Turtles. So the IDW series is kind of awash in Turtles, but I think it's fantastic. This lineup is super awesome, super fun. Come on, what's not to love? How about we go through, we check out the packaging, and then we'll circle on back for some final thoughts. The Loyal Subjects, I like their packaging. I think it's cool. You got the Sophie Campbell artwork on both sides. That's a great shot. The yellow. The back, the render, It's kind of just a great middle ground between arty package and utilitarian display package. And again, I guess it's fair when it's there. I don't know if this is like the new thing they're going, where it's like the splotchy background, the turtles there. That's dope. You get the Loyal Subjects art card. Oh, taped in there. Jennika, once a deadly foot assassin. Once a deadly foot assassin, a life-saving blood transfusion from Leonardo transformed her into a no-nonsense, razor-sharp femme fatale. Now Jennika fights alongside the Turtles, bringing her own unique brand of justice to the mean streets of New York. That's dope. That's dope. I like the cards. I like the cards. I can't say I do anything cool with them. And then you have the package here. We got the reggae sticker. If I ever meet the Best Action folks, I'm going to ask them about the sticker coloring because it's very interesting. She has 2 slashy claw effects. One hand, another hand, 2 extra claw hands. She's already, of course, wearing 2 claw hands. I assume those are like grippy claw hands. She's got the extra head with like the bandana off. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. She's got the bandanas there. Let's just, you know what? We're done. No ties. No ties, NECA. Look, a tray system. Is it so hard to do a tray system? If you're doing figures and you're not doing a tray system, what are you doing? We're already in the action. Pretty cool packaging. And here is, I think this is the whole lineup of the Best Action IDW Turtles. Am I missing any? We have the 4 Turtles, Alopex, Shredder. I think this is it. Now, there's different variations, glow in the dark, black and white, but this is the base set. I think these look cool. This is a super fun line. There's issues. Don't get me wrong. There's issues aplenty. Folks have had different things break. People don't like the joints. But as a whole, for a roughly $20 line, depending on where you get them, how, sometimes cheaper, sometimes more for the SDC exclusive or different repaints, I think this line is super fun and a no-brainer, especially as a comic book fan. So yeah, like, don't be shy. Go right in. I view them as like Turtle Marvel Legends on the cheaper end. $20 ain't bad. You know, in terms of like action figures and realistically what you can expect to make in a line, $20, that's about as bottom of the barrel as it gets. So the fact they're able to do as good as they are, frankly, I think this is awesome. I think this is rad. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll get into cloth goods someday. Who knows where they could go on the line. But I've been really enjoying it. I think it's super fun. This has been Jennika. Let me know what you think. Are you all in on this line? What do you think of a 5th turtle, a 6th, 7th, 8th turtle? Female turtles. It's a hot button issue. Yeah, so let me know in those comments, and we'll talk it out. We'll hash it out. Ooh, careful with those knees. She'll cut you. Thanks, folks. Like, subscribe. I'll check you later.